Pennsylvania today. There is a Harris rally at 5 p.m. We're going to be walking around. I do have Lisa joining us today. Lisa, what's going on? We have two mics today, too. So, chat, let us know how it sounds. If it's echoing, we'll take care of it. But, Lisa, thanks for joining me. You guys, we're going to go talk to some Harris supporters.
We have Taylor, too.
And this is going to be... Taylor, hop over here. What's going on, Taylor? Say hi to everybody.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Gang's all here.
We got the gang here. So, it's going to be a really fun stream. Nico behind the camera, as always. Or at least, as always. But Nico, thanks for being here. Let's go talk to some people. You guys, check out these officers over here preparing for the Kamala Harris rally. Harris has, who does she have? Taylor Swift.
Lady Gaga.
Oprah Winfrey. Lady Gaga. Everybody. So this is going to be a massive rally here today, actually, because they're making it a concert, which is what they're doing all over the country, because Kamala Harris can't attract this many people on her own.
Thank you.
Check out these officers. Show everyone that. What is that? Hundreds. Already. Hundreds of officers. Cool.
So far, audio's good in the chat.
So far, audio's good. Thank you guys for letting us know. We appreciate that.
I have to remember that this is on because I'm like talking to the cop and saying stuff, and it's totally inappropriate. Sorry, chat.
Yeah, we are live, Lisa.
I know. I forget those things sometimes.
You guys, Nico, you want to show the audience kind of what we're looking at here? We got officers, we got squad cars all blocked off around. Lisa, what museum is that again?
This is
the Rocky Steps right there?
Yeah, Philadelphia Art Museum. That is actually Kelly Drive, which is not a parking lot. It is a 2-lane highway, street.
Right. Totally shut down.
Totally shut down. I actually have never seen it this shut down. They shut it down for all kinds of stuff, but this is pretty excessive. I don't even think they did this for
Trump when he was president?
Yeah, like I don't remember the security being this tight, so it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty extreme. We'll go around so everyone can see what the event's going to look like. But let's go find some people to talk to. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a good time today. All righty. We can grab onto anybody. Everybody's wearing their Eagles outfits today.
Because we had a
Lisa's
huge win yesterday.
Huge W.
Huge W.
In Philly yesterday.
Let's go.
Lisa,
yeah.
You know the area best. Where should we go?
I mean, I would start heading down this way because, as you can see, people are like coming in to get a spot, get a glimpse. Now, these are probably going to be all, it's a liberal area here in Fairmount, but they're here for this too. So we'll see what we can get.
Excuse me,
this is all shut down. We're going to have to walk on this side.
No, we're not. We just actually wanted to go to the museum.
For sure.
It's closed.
Yeah,
Canadians.
Definitely closed. You guys are Canadians?
From Canada, yeah.
Right on.
Any
Okay.
opinion on the election? Who you want?
We have an idea, but...
I said,
You know whom you want.
who do you want for the election?
We want Harris to
we
win.
want
You
Harris.
guys,
Okay.
you guys Trudeau fans over in Canada?
No, not necessarily, no.
No, but you want Harris here.
Yes.
Why
Yeah.
do you guys want Harris here in the United
It'll
States?
probably be good for Canada. Better than if Mr. Trump comes in, I would think, yeah.
Why do you think so? Why better for Canada, do you think?
Why are you asking Justin? Why don't you ask me? You know.
You can answer too, ma'am.
He was in close
He's from
proximity.
Washington. We're from Canada. So,
Okay.
No, because
I prefer. I just don't like Trump. I don't like the way he talks. I don't like the way he lies. Everything, it's just nothing good about it for me, anyway.
And you're an American?
yes,
You're an American. You want Harris as well.
yes.
And why do you want Harris?
Why? Because I'm a Democrat, first of all,
Okay.
and because she just makes sense. Whatever she says, I agree with her. And I don't want a criminal in this country to run to be a
She lies
president.
less.
She lies less. Does she lie less, you guys? Does she lie less?
Everybody lies, I understand.
Yeah.
But, politicians especially. So
You think she makes sense? Did you agree with her position on defunding the police?
I rather not to answer.
What was that?
I don't want to answer that question.
Okay.
Because it would take too long.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, we got the time.
Yeah, I know, but I rather
guys-
not. I don't want to get... I just talked to this policeman who was very nice, but I had a lot of very negative experiences.
With who?
With the police.
Oh, I'm not a police officer, though.
I know you're
I'm a
not.
nice
I'm
guy.
talking
I'm
about
James.
I
I'm your
know.
friendly
Oh,
neighborhood
she's
James
saying they're right
Klug.
behind you.
Excuse
She's
me,
saying
don't
they're right
listen
behind
to what
you.
I'm saying. I'm talking about this
So
policeman.
we're worried
He was
about
very
him?
Nice. No, I'm not worried. He was very nice.
Okay.
I mean, you don't listen to what I'm saying. Or maybe you
I'll
don't
be totally honest with you.
understand
I don't
what I am.
understand what you're saying,
Okay,
but
so
I
sorry
apologize.
about that. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I want to go.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Thank
Bye,
you
bye,
guys.
bye.
Thank you guys. I don't know if
What news agency are you from?
we're just on YouTube, sir.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Yeah, what she was trying to say was, I don't want to say what I have to say about the defund of the police with the police standing right there. That's what she was saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite processing.
Which is crazy. Because
He's like 40 feet away,
They know. They are too.
so he can't hear anything, but that's okay. Let's keep going. I didn't know that he was behind me.
I wish
But then
they weren't
turned
working
around
on
and
it.
he's still like
That's
40
mad.
feet away, so I didn't
make a lot of sense.
like I could barely hear her. He's not gonna, but that's okay. We're not making people talk to us today.
It's
so.
actually, so the parkway's closed down right now, but there'll be people walking here that we can grab onto. There's some foot traffic.
Excellent. Very cool. How does Lisa's mic sound?
Off records?
It's live.
We're live right now.
Why don't you turn it off?
Well, I can't.
No, listen what I'm saying.
Oh no! I understood what you were saying after you walked away.
It wasn't about the police that he was close by. He was a very nice man. So this had nothing to do with that he was close by.
Oh, I thought you said
No.
the reason why you wouldn't want to address it is
No.
because he was close by.
No.
Okay. Now I'm even more confused, actually.
Good talk, so we will educate you.
Yeah.
You have nice white teeth.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Ma'am, since we're further away from the officer now, would you like to talk about the defund the police?
This has nothing to do with him. Oh my God.
Okay, that's fine.
Don't listen what I'm saying. Don't listen.
I can listen. Well, no, I'll let you take it away, and you can say what you want to say.
It has nothing to do with him. Really.
Oh no, I know. You've
He was
addressed that.
very nice.
Absolutely, I totally believe you. Thank you. I'm literally more confused now than I was earlier when we clarified the situation. That's okay. Lisa,
Let's try to get these men.
it was about the officer, and then it wasn't, and then it's because I wasn't listening.
Yeah,
so I
like
couldn't win that
Taylor
one.
said. Taylor was like, my favorite part was when she was like, everything she says makes sense. Sure it does. 100%.
No, I mean, I just asked one
Hey guys,
thing.
can
like,
we
does that
ask
make
you a
sense?
couple questions about the election and what's going on? YouTube.
YouTube. You guys want to win? Donald Trump or Kamala Harris? Who we going with?
Just a simple.
Harris.
Obviously
Obviously,
Really?
Harris. All you guys are Harris.
In a landslide.
In a landslide. Okay, why Harris? Why do you guys like Kamala Harris?
Because we were not into voting for felons.
Okay, what about you, sir?
I just love everything she stands for. She's awesome.
What does she stand for?
America.
How?
Bringing us together,
What has
not
she
dividing us apart. Well,
What's her like greatest accomplishment that she's had as a sitting vice president of the United States for 3 years with certain portfolios tasked to her? What is her?
not being Donald Trump.
That's it.
We hear that. We hear that.
That's fucking
significant,
important thing.
Right?
We
That's
hear that.
significant. She's not a felon.
Yeah.
She's not a convicted felon.
Not
or-
on the brink of
or
World War
th-
III under this administration. That doesn't concern you at all.
Not at all.
Not the rise in anti-Semitism. That doesn't concern you at all.
I wouldn't say that
You're
Kamala
blaming
Harris
the
is
administration for that.
If you actually
remotely
look-
responsible for that.
Oh, absolutely, it is. If you
No way
if
it
you
isn't.
look,
No way.
it-
You're talking out your ass. You have no idea
no,
what
you
you're
want you want to see a graph?
You have no fucking
You want to
idea
see a
what
graph?
you're
The rise
The
in
graph-
anti-Semitism
the graph will
since
not
October
prove-
7th. I mean, I can show it
The
to you.
graph will not prove that Kamala Harris.
Oh, then what is it? Under
perpetrated
what
that.
administration? Because we had like peace in the Middle East, and we had the Abraham Accords.
with your whole YouTube
Right.
No. This is just me. He's neutral. I'm the one that's
I can-
like a little out of cereal.
I'm more leaning
that.
towards Trump too,
I
actually.
appreciate that.
But
But at least you sound sane. She sounds insane.
But no, but I'm right.
well, what about what she's saying is incorrect then?
She's absolutely incorrect that she's blaming Harris for anti-Semitism without any proof, just looking at a graph.
Would you say that anti-Semitism is more rampant on the left or the right when it comes to the overall, levels of it?
Oh, by far on the right. I mean, there's college-age kids who have no idea what the fuck they're talking about that are spewing anti-Semitic stuff.
Yeah.
But thinking adults by far are on the right. Not even close.
You do mention the college campuses. That's obviously a big factor here. There was college campuses all over the United States that were preventing Jews from entering libraries and blockading and taking over properties. That seemed as though it was pretty rampant all over the United States. Would you agree with that or disagree?
Yeah, it's rampant over the United States.
And
'cause
it's
you're
thousands and thousands
talking about
of students.
Kids who don't know, they haven't experienced life.
Okay,
yet.
so speaking of kids,
they have an opinion that's based on nothing.
Yeah, it also
Well,
depends on how you define anti-Semitism. Is it simply questioning the policies over there and what's going on? Because I do think we need to be able to have conversations about it. And there is a certain section of the population that is trying to paint you with that brush. The minute you say, hey, maybe we're not doing the right thing here and we should at least talk about it, they go anti-Semite. So it depends. There's like,
I'd agree with that. I'd actually agree with that.
so
Here's a question. Wait, real quick. Speaking of kids, right? You've
kids.
seen the ad. One of the most effective Donald Trump ads that he has is Kamala Harris on camera saying that she supports sex changes and paying for sex changes for criminals, inmates. She said it out of her own mouth, like they're her own words. How do you feel about that?
2019, that was.
Okay, so
yeah.
No, I'm just.
It's another complicated, nuanced thing. Do I think we're currently doing the right things towards transgender? No, we haven't in the past. They have the highest suicide rate across the board of any population and have for decades. So we're not doing something right. We need to be figuring out. We need to be talking about it. Do I think we should blanket write checks for you're in jail?
It's a high suicidality, not suicide rate.
Okay, fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I just want to clarify.
Yeah, but point being, like, that population isn't doing too well mentally, and I think that's pretty obvious, so we need to be doing better. Like, do we need to be doing things in sports? Yeah, we need to figure out better ways to do that. The world's just more complicated right now.
I guess if I were to dive into that, do you mind if I add, when it comes to your position on sports, and I think you'll find that this is a pretty fair question for you, separate league for people that identify as transgender or allow biological men to compete in women's sports? What do you think? Because that's a big debate right now, obviously.
I think it's very different when you get into higher levels of sports. You know, when you get into middle school, you get into that, doesn't matter. We're just trying to get kids to learn and have fun. You know, now when you get into, I'm in the NFL or I'm competing for a gold medal, like, yeah, there should be very strict policies and guidelines.
I mean, I played high school football on a boys team my senior year in high school, and my daughter is like 11 and wants to play football now, and there is still very big biological differences. I know from playing that I should have never been on that football field.
Absolutely, but there's big
biological
differences in men, right? If you're under a certain height, you're not playing basketball. It's not going to happen. Right? So we have certain biological differences, and there's going to be women that are on the high end of the scale just naturally and things like that. It's not as prevalent.
I think most people are concerned about men
and
biological men and women's, not the other way around, just because you can hurt people. You know what I mean?
So you sound like you'd be not for biological men and women's sports.
I think we need to have tighter defined policies. I don't want to rule people out just with one blanket statement and say nobody in, but I do want to be very careful and selected and say, hey, there's some very kind of, okay, this is an outlier and it makes sense.
You guys, are we voting mainly for Kamala Harris or mainly against Donald Trump? I want the honest opinion on this.
I'm going to say both.
You're going to say both?
Yes, I'm strongly in supporting her, and I'm strongly can't stand the guy. You know what I mean?
Okay. And if it's strongly in support of her, are there policies or anything that make you say she's the one?
I think
she's been heavily involved in the administration of the last 4 years. Anything there?
We don't know how heavily. And when she started and entered the race, we didn't know a ton about her. But over time, she's starting to release more about policies and what she wants to do. What's wild to me is that people ding her on that. And yeah, I do want to hear more. But Trump has literally nothing. Like, his policy doesn't exist. He
Project
repealed
47, it's on his website.
He repealed health. Like, he
He's
repealed
actually had his
Obamacare.
policy agenda on his
47.
website for about a month or so before Harris did. What do you think about that?
But the details aren't there. It's all blustery, like, we're going to make this better, and we did this better, and
But
we're
our
going to
life
do
was
that better.
Like, inflation was down.
People
Yes,
were
it
dying.
was.
1,000 people a day were dying under
You
Trump.
blame Donald Trump for COVID?
Mishandling that? Absolutely. Not for the
Not
disease.
the independent governors
Not
in
for
their own cities.
Not for the disease, but for the mishandling it. 100% blame him for that.
He couldn't even come out and support, like, vaccination policies and
He
that we need to wear
fast-tracked
masks.
the vaccines. What do you mean?
So,
And
I think they
while
suck.
he's
I'm not vexed.
subverting
I think
it.
they're disgusting.
While
I do
he's
think they did a good
subverting
job.
it.
That administration did a good job in the fast-tracking of that.
Okay, so he did a good job there.
But then he
No,
subverted
not
it.
across the board.
But then he subverted
Here's the
it.
thing.
He
I'll
encouraged
say,
people not to get it.
here's a portion that, yeah, they did that right. I'm not, here's the wall, and he did everything back. Right?
You know what's interesting about this position, though? Democrats were calling him xenophobic for wanting to shut down travel from China. Donald Trump said, no, we need to shut down travel from China. He ended up doing that. That was the right decision, obviously. You know, I think the vaccine, if you guys are looking at that as being an accomplishment.
Things changed, right? We said 6 feet apart. Then we gave 6 feet apart wasn't it?
That was made up.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't
It
made
was.
up. No,
Made
it goes
up.
back
It
to
was.
tuberculosis, right? And particle size and how people got tuberculosis, right? And it was wrong. Everybody built on that study. Okay? It wasn't
There is actually congressional testimony where they said, yeah, we didn't know, and there's emails going back and forth where they're just absolutely arbitrarily picking a distance. I mean,
Well-
that's what that was. They admitted that part. You can go back and look at the testimony.
Okay, but saying it's made up, other than like we had to pick a number and it was wrong. Those are two different ways to view it.
They basically admitted that it was arbitrary. They arbitrarily picked it, like not based on tuberculosis. I don't know where you got that from. That's the first I've heard of it. And I was working for Congress at the time.
Yeah.
Arbitrary. But that's okay.
Anyway,
So go ahead.
Was COVID worse under Donald Trump than Joe Biden? Would you say?
Hold on. Let me finish this point. If
Oh,
you don't mind.
please.
But the point is, like, we made mistakes, and
The whole
we
world
have to
did.
figure that. That's fine. But we're trying to figure something out that's never been done before, and that's fine. Trump is the most incendiary, divisive person that we've ever had. Instead of stepping in and say, "Hey, we made some
because the
mistakes
media
over
made
here."
him that way, not because of anything
media
out of
made
his
him
own
that
mouth.
way?
Nothing he said was divisive at all.
It wasn't. Not
I mean,
compared to what they've been
look,
saying about us.
He has like fairly reasonable, like 2000s positions when it comes to just being a classic Democrat. I mean, is there stuff that you would say is super radical about Donald Trump policy-wise? No, you probably wouldn't. And a lot of what
he's not an ideologue. He's not an ideologue.
no, a lot of these positions
he's
are
literally
fairly reasonable.
Just off the cuff with no policy. Just make shit up as you go. And if you're an ideologue, you have a
policy. What was it? Got illegal crossings under his administration to a 40-year low. Compared to the worst border crisis in American history.
All right, fine. But real quick, what's your most important issue? Like, what is your number one issue that you're most concerned about for this election cycle? Some people say it's the economy. Some people say it's the border. What's it for you? Just
I don't
not
have
anti-Donald
a hot
Trump?
bun issue. I want somebody in the role that is going to take into account a wide variety of viewpoints, going to look at both sides and be like, in very nuanced things, like what's going on in the Middle East, and find a good way forward. And I have a much higher level of confidence of Kamala being able to do that than in Trump doing.
So the no new wars guy, worse option for that than the 2 new wars people under this current administration. I mean, isn't the track record speak for
I
itself?
think that's a fair way to paint it.
I think it's absolutely a fair way to paint it.
I mean, that's fair. That's your opinion, right?
That's your opinion. Yeah, absolutely.
So
Yeah, we're not trying
you
to
ask me why I'm
adversarial.
voting. That's fine. I'm not going to vote because you think that way. I'm not going to vote your direction.
Yeah.
So
Well, one of them has a track record that speaks for itself, I would argue.
with
the border,
I would agree
with
with
the
that
border,
as well,
with
but
foreign
I
policy.
would agree with that. Oh, what did he do with the border? That's a great one. We have all this problems. He built a wall, right? How well did that wall work? And what did all this stuff?
The policy under Donald Trump's administration was incredibly effective. They reached a 40-year
Yes.
low for illegal immigration. So you think
So-
he didn't do anything to achieve that?
I think that he's now running against something that failed.
No,
he's
it was
now
working.
making a
Again,
problem.
40-year low of illegal crossings. Right when Biden took office, jumps up to the worst border crisis in American history. Explain it, man.
Dude, you guys are wearing me out, man.
I'll just say with the truth. I
Have you
mean,
been down to the wall?
Countless
Yes,
times.
I have.
Have you?
Yeah, I was down at Brownsville.
here, look. If you want to actually look at the data,
Yeah, I was
it's
down
right
there.
Huh?
What's your page?
It's James Klug on YouTube. Nice to meet you guys. That was
Yeah,
fun.
thanks for doing
That
it.
was fun.
You guys.
Yeah, I was down at the wall. I watch how people can just jump over it with a T-shirt.
Kamala Harris never visited the border during the worst border crisis in American history. What do you think about that?
Well, I disagree with you. I think she's been down there a few
No,
times.
it's
No, she
factual. She
hasn't.
never went down to the border to observe the actual border crisis during her, during this administration.
What do you think about Donald Trump raping a 13-year-old girl?
That's not
It's
true.
just fear mongering and lies.
It's not true. You
you
believe
approve?
that side?
Do you approve
A what?
of him doing that? What's your
Oh,
evidence?
no way. I don't approve of him as a human
proof,
being.
Proof.
No,
What's your
proof.
evidence?
Sorry.
What's your
Well, 'cause
evidence that
what's
he
your
did that?
evidence?
Exactly. Innocent until proven guilty in this country.
Okay. Well, as a
Yeah.
woman, it's curious you take that position.
I know,
Go
you know how
Kamala!
many women
Okay, so
lie
that's
about
a
things like that all the
baseless
time.
argument. Thank you, guys. Thank you. How you doing, man?
Thank you, yourself.
Doing very well. Thank you.
You
Thank
guys, Trump or Kamala?
Oh, we're from Australia.
You're from Australia. Okay.
But, oh, no, Kamala.
Oh, you guys are killing me today.
That's the wrong answer, my guy. No, I'm just kidding. Are you guys visiting?
Yeah, so we're in Philly for the day. So we're staying in New York, coming for the day. Coming for Rocky Steps for him.
Well, enjoy your guys' time, okay? We're gonna talk to some Americans on why they're voting for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris today.
Who you voting for?
Oh, Donald Trump all day is a way better president. Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
What's the what's the pros about him?
Pros about him?
Because me just being a curious Aussie, like why?
Yeah, more pro-constitutional rights, so he was very pro-First Amendment. This administration has been trying to censor Americans. They violated the First Amendment, probably the worst in modern American history. But not just that, he had strong foreign policy. We had peace in the Middle East, no new wars under Trump's administration, and then he got our border crisis under control, 40-year low of legal crossings. So it was really great.
That is really good. Hey?
Yeah,
And
I
then
look. I mean,
what else?
look. I look at like policies, and I say, okay, hold on. Was I better off at this time than I am now? And I would argue with, I think, pretty good evidence that I was better off under Donald Trump for sure. Yeah,
That makes sense.
And not just me though. I would say, my neighbors, for all Americans as well. But that's a lot of times when we hear Kamala, it tends to be more emotional arguments. It tends to be, oh well, I don't like Donald Trump. Oh well, he's more mean than she is.
That makes sense,
well, she seems friendly or whatever it may be. And
At the end of the day, sometimes that always doesn't make a great president. Hey.
that's a good point. I mean, I think we look at what actually benefits Americans instead of just saying, oh, this person posted mean tweets about career politicians that are destroying the country. You know what I mean?
It's definitely.
Like,
thank you for your insight, man.
Of
Because
course, man.
I'm not a big politics man, so
That's okay.
it's cool to actually get some knowledge about it.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you being open-minded, and I would also encourage you, when you're talking to your friends about the election or something down the road, look, hey, don't listen to everything I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
Go out there and do the research yourself. Try to get to the bottom of it. You know what I mean?
Done. Too easy, brother. Thank
Thanks.
you very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Hey, wait, James. There's a nice black gentleman in a car coming around. He's
Hey,
screaming,
my
"Go
man,
Trump!" from
what's
his
going on?
window.
You're hanging around. You
Not
wanna
him.
talk?
I want this guy.
Okay.
Wait, there's
Are you? You're Kamala. You're friends with them.
We're live.
I will say, wait. We got to wait here for
Hey,
1
man,
second.
Feel free to hang around. Yeah.
I called this man to come around. He was screaming, "Go Trump!" out his van, black gentleman. And I said, "Come over," and he said, "1 second." So you're gonna come over here and talk to us.
Where you at? That sounds great. That
Yeah,
sounds
dude,
like a
I'm
lot
here
of
for
fun.
it.
Let's
He
go.
was. I heard him going like that, and I'm going like this, like to motion that, like yes. But he said he's coming over. He's at the light. Oh, I'm so
Hey,
excited.
Nico, get the here. Hold on. Get the camera on, Lisa, really quick.
Hi guys, my eyes are tearing. It's a mess. I'm obviously loud. If you hear me talking and saying "Go Birds" on the camera, I apologize in advance. I was saying it to other people. Is this my guy? Or is he still at the light?
Let's see where he is. So Lisa saw somebody driving by.
I said,
saying,
"Come over
Donald
here."
Trump. We got to talk to him.
That's not him. He's at the light. He's coming around. He's still
coming
red.
around. Okay.
I'm so
Okay.
excited. In the meantime, talk to somebody else. But I got to get this guy because he was pumped. He's like yelling it out the window.
All right, let's do some super chats.
let's do
I'm
some
going to put the mic on you.
I think we just had one. Let me read it out real quick.
I hated those guys. I shouldn't hate people. Actually, I dislike those guys very much. Very much.
All right, so Not a Troll said, always just anti-Trump, Don Cheeto for president.
So true.
I mean, yeah, so true. And thank you for the super chat. That's how it is, and that's why I'm trying to actually get to the bottom of like what exactly. And that was, what exactly do you like about Kamala Harris? That was also my reason for asking are we primarily voting for Kamala Harris or against Donald Trump? Because a lot of these arguments, as I was just saying to that one kid over there, a lot of these arguments are incredibly emotional, and you hear that a lot, and I know it's kind of cliche, but it's true. You should have a good reason why you're voting for the person that you're voting for, or at the very least, give something other than, oh, that person's mean.
I don't see him.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
it's amazing how many people want to reward Kamala Harris and this administration, the Democrats, for the bloodbath down at the southern border, for all that they've done when it comes to crime in the United States, their position soft on crime policies, reward somebody that supported defunding the police and comparing ICE to the KKK. It's so unbelievably unhinged, and it's so radical compared to Donald Trump. People say this all the time, right? Donald Trump is pretty darn moderate. He just seems so, quote-unquote, radical to these people because they're brainwashed by the mainstream media.
Correct. It's annoying. Like, oh, I'm getting tired of you guys. Getting tired of what? Facts? The truth? What's the problem here? We don't like her. I'm kidding.
She's like,
She
ma'am,
said
you
we're
want to
gonna
talk
have a
about
tough day
it?
tomorrow. I don't
Me?
know about that.
100%. Why not? It's not going to go well for me. Well, we're just having open conversations.
You actually want to talk to me?
Why not?
What's your name?
I'm James. What's your name?
Katie. Where are you from?
I'm from Southern California.
SoCal.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
YouTube.
So we're making a YouTube video, and
What station? With whom?
James Klug YouTube channel.
James Klug.
See his logo on his
Yeah,
hat?
well, he's this. Honestly, very handsome guy, YouTuber, good guy.
Never heard of.
Okay,
So
that's
sorry.
okay. That's okay.
So sorry. Go
No,
back
it's
to that.
okay. It's okay. Anyways, so why are you supporting Kamala Harris? What's going on?
I have multiple functioning brain cells in my head
Okay.
that give me really good ideas.
Yeah.
About
Like
the
defunding the police.
Let's start with basic things.
Well, wait a minute. Does that statement mean that like people who are voting for Trump don't have functioning brain cells working for them?
I worry they're not picturing the big picture. I worry thinking about small things, not big things.
I see. I worry that they're indoctrinated. Like people that are for her are indoctrinated by bias in the media and lies about Trump and things that were left out, like crime statistics that are just manipulated a little bit by the GOP and things like that.
Kind of attacky that
That's just me. I'm just saying. I'll let him do it because he's way nicer than me. Go ahead,
I just feel like we should talk about our bodies, right?
Our bodies?
Yeah, our uteruses, our fallopian tubes.
No.
Ovaries.
So I care about a body within a body. So it's not my body, right? I have 2 children. I don't know. Do you have any children?
It's not your business, but yes, I do.
Okay. So then you know what it's like to feel a baby growing and kicking and living inside of you, and
you do not know what you're talking about.
100.
You are way out of your league.
I'm in the medical field.
Question? So my mom was like seconds away from being aborted. I wouldn't be here today if my grandma didn't make the other choice. So are you saying my life doesn't matter or her life doesn't matter?
You're not looking at it in the correct perspective.
Okay, so I should be dead and that's okay with you.
It would not bother to me if someone chose an abortion.
She's not bothered. Sorry, she's not.
Each person.
You're not bothered that you're telling me that you don't think I should be alive.
I think that each person should control their body.
But it wasn't her, it was my mom's body.
Yes, and so your mom is your life support. While you're inside her body is life support.
A baby's your life
support.
You're still the life support once they're out.
According to Democrats, yes. The Republicans doesn't seem like they feel that way about it.
What does that mean? We're the ones
Health
that
insurance, child care, affordable groceries, schools that are safe, gun control. You guys,
do you know how many?
You need all that to be given life.
No, I just want you to tell me that you don't think I should be alive.
Maybe don't touch me.
She didn't touch you, did you?
Her hand touched mine, and I don't appreciate contact.
Okay, I want you to tell me that you think I shouldn't be here.
I think each person should control their body.
Okay.
When you were inside your mother, it was her choice to carry you. When you, or if you ever should choose to have that experience, you can pick what's happening to your body.
Ma'am, do you guys mind if I interrupt really quick?
Besides that,
Ma'am, do you mind if I interrupt really quick? And I see that you're a doctor. I wanted to ask you, is that on the ballot right now?
Yes.
Yeah. Why?
Because
what's Donald Trump's position on abortion?
No one seems to know because he doesn't seem to make a clear statement on it, but the judges he's appointed have been consistently anti-choice and anti-autonomy.
Right.
Those issues mean that when those judges hear cases about bodily control, they feel so inclined as to vote against autonomy, saying that I cannot control my uterus. So no matter what happens to my body, I don't control my own uterus.
Donald Trump's open position, right, is leaving it up to the states. He said it several times.
So let's talk about that.
No. But when it comes to overturning,
where's Jersey?
Listen.
You listen.
You
listen. You listen.
Hold on. When it comes to his position, though, okay, overturning Roe versus Wade, it's because obviously it's unconstitutional.
Obviously, bullshit my ass.
Oh, so where in the Constitution does it say? Does it talk about abortion?
Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness.
Life of the baby inside the womb of a mother.
Human
Even
life?
Ruth Bader Ginsburg said that Roe versus Wade was decided incorrectly.
I will not do a triangle with you guys. I hope you have a wonderful
Go ahead,
day.
you go.
I hope pieces on your family.
I'll have a heart attack.
If you think you can tell me what to do with my body, you are taking away an unbelievable amount of autonomy. What part of your body am I allowed to control? What part of it?
Like the government you're talking about?
Yeah. No, me as a voter, me as a citizen, me as a judge. What part of your body can I control?
The draft?
Fine. You're a citizen of the country?
Yes.
You don't agree in the draft?
What?
You don't want to be drafted?
No, but I mean that's control over my body.
Okay.
And you know we have this conversation about it being a. I mean you're a doctor. It's a unique genetic code. It's a unique human being, is it not? Inside the womb.
You're giving personhood to a ball of cells. Until it can survive outside the human body, it is dependent on life support.
Is it a human being?
No.
What species is it?
Are you an idiot? What species is an embryo?
You said it's not. You said it's not a human being. So
it's
not a human
with not human rights.
So what species is it?
When do you think?
Is it a raccoon? A frog? You're a doctor. Tell me.
Your questions are dumb and your channel sounds dumb.
Thank you for your time, ma'am. Have a good one. Very good doctor. She's getting a little bit sassy, so I just decided to.
They're always sassy.
I decided to blow it up.
Wait, quick. Come over here.
Cruise over here. He says they're always sassy.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. We're in Philly right now. Are we visiting?
Yes, St. Louis.
St. Louis. Okay, St. Louis. Very cool. Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Donald Trump.
Yes, let's go.
Okay. Why Donald Trump? How are the conversations going with your liberal friends?
We don't have it.
Because when you do, it doesn't end with a pleasant conversation.
Well, I mean, I take pride in having a handful of friends that I definitely disagree with here and there. But I live in California. I'm surrounded by, a lot of people that are more left wing. Why are you guys supporting Donald Trump then? Isn't he a fascist?
Me personally, because he knows how to run a business, and America is a business. Everything about it, the economy.
It's a business that's going bankrupt.
Right now it is, yeah.
So you look at him, you're saying, okay, economy, businessman, we need him back. How have the last 3.5 years been for you guys?
Grocery store, piling up bills, gas, everything. For the Midwesterners, that stuff adds up. Farmers, all that adds to it, higher prices at the groceries and all that. So.
Do you feel comfortable that Donald Trump would be able to get that under control then, when it comes to those prices?
I think so. The previous, when he had it in 4 years, yeah, it was.
Okay. Very interesting. And then in your guys' own life, everyone going Trump, or you have anybody, you said you don't have too many friends, or no friends maybe, that are Democrats. Everyone in your guys' life, are they voting for Donald Trump?
No.
Yeah.
No. Believe it or not. We grew up in a house that didn't talk about politics.
Okay.
My parents were Democrat, my dad was union, I'm union.
Okay.
He believed, the Teamsters.
You're Teamsters?
I'm a Teamster.
Okay, so what was that, 65% going for Trump on Teamsters? Am I wrong about that? Maybe 60?
I think it was 65, but the Teamsters president still wants us to endorse Kamala.
In your view, then, how is that working? Because obviously that's a Kamala Harris, I guess, voting block that they were more counting on, I would argue. With your coworkers and all that, are you seeing them leaning towards Donald Trump?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Have they shifted over the years or no?
I think it has shifted. Okay. In my opinion, from St. Louis where we're at, yes, I think it has.
Interesting.
So
very interesting. And then, did you vote for him previously or no?
Yes,
you did.
I did.
Well, you guys, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Okay, we're
gonna keep
going.
Thank you so much, and God bless you.
How are you doing, ma'am? You want to chat?
Hi, ma'am.
How are you?
How are you?
Here, I'll get on this side, and then you can talk to whoever you want.
Hi, ma'am. How are you? I didn't mean to bump into you earlier.
That's okay.
I apologize. I was looking at the phone, not paying attention.
I see you're wearing a who's on that?
Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama on your hat.
Yes.
That's a cool hat you got there, nice and shiny. For you, you're obviously a Democrat.
Yes,
Did you hear
I
that
am.
Conversation right there?
Partly.
Okay, he was a Trump supporter.
Yeah, I heard it.
Go for it, sir. You're good. You're good. So we just found a wild Trump supporter in Philly. They were visiting. Are you from Philly?
Yes, I am. Well, I'm from Philadelphia, born and raised, but I live in Norristown right now. So I'm coming from Norristown right now.
And you're going to be here for the rally. Is that correct?
I'm going to be here for the rally.
You see, you seem so polite that I think we're just going to do an interesting interview with you, and I think we'll leave it at that.
I'm excited.
Just because you're too nice.
She's so nice.
So what makes you? I guess we'll jump to it. Kamala Harris. She's been heavily involved in the administration over the last 3.5 years. Favorite accomplishment of hers? Why do you like Kamala Harris?
Because she has a record, and her record is good. I mean, she served as Attorney General, prosecutor, senator, now vice president. I mean, that says a lot. To get to the highest job and the most powerful job, that's really interesting. And
do you mind if I ask you, when it comes to vice president and her being more selected to be obviously the Democrat nominee, did it bother you that there was no primary election where you were able to pick between her and other candidates? Did that bother you at all?
No.
Just being handed Kamala?
It wasn't a problem with me because she was already in office as vice president. And as I said, she served on the board for many different, she served for the prosecutor and attorney general.
Would you have preferred to have picked your Democratic candidate?
No.
So you just preferred maybe that process?
I love that process because there was no one else who stood up and said, I want to run. If there was someone else who came in and wanted to run and defeat her, hey, yes, I probably...
Do you think if given the opportunity and if it was a little bit more public and that they were doing, Joe Biden, he was pushed out a little bit earlier, do you think that people would have come forward and said, I'm going to run? Gavin Newsom?
No, I don't think anybody else would come forward because you know why? No one else stand for the policies that she's gonna fix. You know, she has so much she wants to work on for the people because she's for the people. And there's no one else that came up and said they wanted to represent us and be president.
Last question for you. To all the people that are saying, okay, she's going to fix these issues, but she's in office right now, why aren't they fixed?
Because things change, and she's going to make a change. Even though there was things that was in the office, we know what happened in the last administration and how everything was, all the bills that needed to be passed, especially the immigration bill, and it wasn't passed by Trump. So that was a problem, and he wanted to leave it open so that he can run again, so that he can act like he's going to fix it. But Kamala Harris, I believe she's going to do the ultimate job because she's believing in the people, she's believing in democracy.
Well, I gotta jump on this one more time, though, because she oversaw the worst border crisis in American history.
Yes.
And you're saying she's going to fix it?
Yes, she's going to fix it in time.
Okay.
You know, you can't fix something in a couple of days or a couple of months, and sometimes it takes a year. But when she figure out what the main problem is and what needs to be fixed, I think she's going to do her job.
Yeah.
Because she always had done her job.
Yeah. And then obviously border crossings skyrocketed.
Mm-hmm.
Day one, week one of this administration. They undid years of effective border policy. Do you think that they should reinstate that border policy by executive action? Because that's all that really needs to be done to get it back under control. What do you think?
Yes, she said she's going to sign the bill.
Yeah. So why didn't they do it the last 3.5 years?
Well, because there was so much interference. And when you have the last administration that was interfering, that didn't do what they were supposed to do, it caused a problem. So now she has to figure it out, and she has to fix it. Like Donald Trump said he was going to build the wall.
What was the interference, were you saying? What interference are you talking about over the last 4 years? It seems as though for at least the last 3.5, the first 3.5, a lot of it was there is no crisis going on. Mayorkas would say that, Biden, Harris, but it seems as though there was a big crisis and the worst one in American history. What do you think about that? Should they have been more straightforward and honest about what was going on at the southern border?
Well, here we go. Like I said, if the problems the bill had been passed from the last administration, I think that things would have been taken care of quicker. But when you got things that are so open and so out of control, you have to figure out a way like, okay, this is happening. It's not going to be fixed overnight. We have to take time to fix it.
Is Kamala Harris going to build the wall or no?
I don't think she's going to build a wall. I think she's going to try to, like she said, she has a plan on working with immigration. And one of the things that she said, she wanted to secure the border. She's going to secure the border, and she's going to make sure that the border is so secure, and the people, the immigrants that want to come over, there's a process.
Yeah. Well, we just gotta, it sounds like you're gonna vote for that to wait and see what she does with the border. So, thank you so much for your time, man. We're gonna keep going, okay? Thank you. Appreciate you. James Klug on YouTube, Klug.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, man. We appreciate you. Okay.
Thank you. Have a good day, man. Okay. Thank
you so much. Anyways, I just wanted to say, I said in the beginning, she was so nice. I wasn't gonna, you're not gonna drag some nice older lady and stuff. But
she was really nice.
How you doing, man? James.
James.
Your name's James.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You know what's really funny? I was watching
really
this
funny?
morning.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the video or no?
I love your videos, man.
I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Okay.
Thank God.
Are you from Philly?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys.
Where do you live? What part of Philly?
Mayfair.
Mayfair. Nice. Good. Good.
Did you see the stream when you came over here? You just ran into us.
I just ran in.
That's crazy.
Just me and my buddy. We go to CCP.
Yeah.
And I knew about this, and I just wanted to see what exactly they were doing.
Shout out to CCP. If you can, get enrolled in that honors program. It's the honors liberal arts program. It's harder than anything else, and it got me in the pen.
Well, good for you.
So I'm telling you,
looking to
go Birds.
Was that officer?
Yeah. Everybody loves the Birds. This jacket's fire. What are you talking about?
Philly's such a funny city. Okay, so
Thanks
we got a
officers.
wild
We
Trump
appreciate your
supporter
help.
right here. Excuse me, Miss Donald Trump or Kamala Harris? This guy's voting for Trump. What do you think about that?
I wish the officers would talk. We know who they're voting for.
Throwing the subscriber under the bus. Just say, get in there, man. Hey, well, I appreciate you watching. It means the world to me, man. And,
I just thought it was really funny that I was walking by and I seen you.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we're doing a stream right now.
Yeah, I seen.
And
I just looked it up when I was watching you interview that lady.
Yeah. So you're voting for Donald Trump?
Yes.
Why Donald Trump? Isn't he racist? Isn't he going to be an authoritarian on day one? Dictator?
No.
No?
No, but I know a lot of people be like, "Oh, you're white." Obviously you're not going to think he's racist, but I know a lot of women.
You are white.
How dare I?
Wow.
I don't think he liked that.
No, he didn't care. He just wants to know what we're talking about.
So
These
people
officers
say
are
that
the
to you though.
best.
They say, "Oh, because you're white." You don't think that?
Hi, officers. Thank you.
Well, I know
Go
a
Birds.
couple women that in my life that are going to vote for Trump, and oh, he's sexist. He don't like women. Well, like if he really was against women, why would you vote for someone that is against you? So,
Yeah, it's this is the trend that we see right now is all the arguments, racist, sexist, bigot, homophobe, Hitler, Nazi, KKK. It's an endless list. And so I think the audience gets a little bit tired of it too, of like, what policies do you like? What specifically do you like about her? Let's find out. Miss, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
I am for Harris, and I've already been interviewed twice, so I got to run.
This guy's a Trump supporter. Your thoughts? This guy's a Trump supporter. Your thoughts?
I can't say very much. I've said it all.
You said it all. Okay.
I'm very concerned about his mental health, and I am a psychotherapist.
You are.
Yes,
Did you vote for Biden?
I see a
Yes,
therapist.
I did.
Are you concerned about his mental health or no?
I think he has some decline, but I don't think he's dangerous.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. So,
You ever notice?
what did I just say?
Hold on,
What did
say
I
that.
just say?
I
It's
just wanna say
the
something.
list of things. It's the dangerous. It's the Hitler. It's the dictator. It's all these things. So we'll try to get to the bottom of
I was
what
gonna say
people
something
think. Yeah,
about
go.
the psychiatrist lady. Did you
You-
ever
you go,
notice
Mike.
that people who are like psychiatrists are always people that already had their own mental health problems and want to figure out what's wrong with them, so they study it and then they become psychiatrists? That's all I want to say.
100%.
That's all I want to say.
Was that the doctor?
No, that was this lady. She just said, I'm a
Yeah.
psychiatrist and
Oh,
I have a
I-
problem with his mental health. That's why I was like,
Went right over my head.
come on.
I didn't even
you
hear her
have
say
problems
that.
with your mental health,
is
lady.
she talking about me or Trump?
No, she was talking about Trump.
Talking about Trump.
Talking about me.
He's like,
This other lady told us we didn't have any brain cells. Like she had extra brain cells, and that's why she was working brain cells, and that's why she was rooting for
See, my biggest
Kamala.
problem is
Okay.
I'm a big Trump guy. She wants to go vote for Kamala. That's cool. That's her thing. I'm not gonna judge nobody off of you want to vote
Well,
for
I won't
Kamala.
be friends with her, but she can vote for whoever she wants, and I
And
won't like
that's
hate her.
fine too. But like,
Yeah.
I don't really care. That's like my buddy that I was walking with. He's voting for Kamala. We were talking for the last hour about why he likes her, why I like Trump, and I think we need more of that.
was he with the? Were you with the other group that we were doing, or no?
No.
Okay. No, I mean, and that's what we see a lot, right? I genuinely believe after interviewing tens of, should I say tens of thousands, thousands of people on the street, right? You run into very decent people on the right, and it's a lot of them have that mentality. And on the left, unfortunately, a lot of these people, they're in this bubble, this propaganda bubble where they've been conditioned to believe that you're a Nazi. You're that KKK
That's what
rally
you get when you have Kamala
at Madison Square Garden. For sure.
Hitler.
Well, it's not just that, right? It's Hollywood. It's all of our American institutions. It's politicians. All of that repeated over and over and over again. You're not surprised when people that don't pay that much attention to politics start to regurgitate those points.
And if that's what you're hearing too, like from all these people that you idolize, and then I don't see why. Like obviously they're going to think Donald Trump's Hitler. Yeah. Which, if you have a functioning brain, it's not hard to figure out.
It's so over the top. Like you can't even. That's why it's important to have the conversation. If they say that, it's important to have the conversation. What policy are you talking about specifically that's relatable to that?
Yeah. Are you asking me or
No, I'm saying that's the question that needs to be asked because it's hilarious. His policy platform is essentially a year 2000 politician. And it's deemed the most crazy thing in the world.
And I feel like most
shocking.
people in my generation don't go out and do their research.
Yeah.
It's just they hear what they like, and that's what I'm going for.
You mentioned you have a friend that's a Harris supporter. Any of your other friends that are moving towards Trump or no?
It's funny. A lot of my friends, they're pro-Trump, but they're not going to go vote. So I'm like, how are you going to sit here and complain about the last 4 years and what we might have, and you're not going to go?
You got to bring them.
Get out and vote, guys.
Yeah, that's right. Get out and vote, you guys. You definitely go bring them. I know it's uncomfortable. Go bring them to vote, dude.
I'll try.
Yeah,
I feel like it's not my place to do that.
It absolutely is.
You think so?
100%.
I'll try my best.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. It was nice talking to you.
Nice to talk to you
too. You got anything else you want to say, or
no? That's it, man. You can hang around if you want. We're just having a good time on stream.
Well, have a good day, guys.
You
as
too.
well.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for your time. All right.
Look at that
All right,
program.
you guys, we got a couple
Honors.
super chats we got to
It's
go
honors
through.
option.
So,
It's two
Nico,
semesters.
take
It's
it
nothing like
away.
you'll
Thank you
ever
guys
do
for
in
sending
your
super
whole
chats.
life.
Hey,
You'll love
Lisa,
it.
Are you from here?
we're doing
Yeah.
super chats. Come, you wanna come listen?
we're reading super chats.
Nico, I'm trying to get the mic closer to you.
I'm trying to tweet out what we're doing.
All right, we had Nick P saying vote red, reject every Democrat. Thoughts?
Yeah. I didn't quite hear you properly. Maybe.
Reject every Democrat.
For sure. Okay. Yes.
then we
Thank you
had,
for the super chat.
Brian M with $10 saying, James, fantastic answer to the Kamala supporter saying the draft is how the government has say over male bodies exclusively. Our body, our choice for us men.
You guys, she tried to get that one on me, didn't she? She was like, her eyes opened up when I
She's
said
like,
that.
but
She
you
didn't
don't
even
believe
know.
in the draft? You don't want to do it? Well, what if I don't agree with the wars that they're creating right now that you're going to send me over for? How about that?
Thank you guys for the super chat.
We had Karik Bigley with $5 saying, bro, this lady is so sweet but so lost. She belongs to the sheep.
You guys, I will say something about that, you know, with my content, and Nico can attest to this. Like, I often gauge my behavior and my questions off of the person. So with that lady, yeah, I agree. She was sweet. She was misinformed. I worked with her a little bit here and there, but I wasn't going to go dragging her. Usually if people are rude, you kind of dish it out a little bit, like the doctor that we had earlier in the stream.
That's my fault. I speak aggressively just because I'm from here. Like, even if I'm not mad, it just always sounds like I'm yelling at somebody. And that's not how it is. And so then they think that I'm like being adversarial. So I'll back up.
She was very upset.
But
that
I do come off that way no matter what, even if I'm just having a conversation with you. Right now, I sound angry.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You're pushing me off the ledge, too.
Bang!
And then we had Karik again with Michelle Obama might as well be called a ladyboy.
You know what? I was thinking that, and I was like, I cannot say this to this lady. I just can't do it.
No. That would have ruined her day right there. Nico, I'm going to grab a sip of water, and we'll keep going, you guys. We'll keep going.
We have to re-up. That's what we got. I'm
just sips.
drowning.
Just sips. We can't be getting.
And Taylor, you stumped that girl. Taylor was like, "Should I not be here? Is that not okay?"
Yeah. Hey, chat. Chat. Shout out to Taylor for jumping in. Shout out to Taylor for jumping in on that one and confronting her with, "Hey, I'm here now. I'm here now." We got a couple more super chats.
Yeah, we'll do them as we walk. So we had Big Wave Dave back saying, "Mainstream media twists everything. Think for yourself."
Sure. No, I mean that's ultimately what it is, and I'm going to talk through this music as well. So hopefully my voice keeps that out of there. But essentially, that's kind of the message that we ultimately had for the Aussie guy, which is, look, don't take my word for it, right? You don't know me. You know, maybe people that know me, they've done the research, they look at it and they say, okay, great. James is actually giving good information. That's what we try to do here, right? But don't take my word for it. Go out and do the research yourself. Look into things, because the mainstream media, a lot of people don't understand how far it's gone. A lot of people genuinely think New York Times, unbiased media, that's what they think. Because a lot of people aren't terminally online or that political. So they just look at the mainstream media and say, okay, yeah, that's what it should be. They shouldn't be lying to me.
And then we had DLR saying, "It's not easy for Democrats to accept the party they support are evil and in the wrong. It takes a higher person to admit that they were wrong because no one wants to be on the losing side."
No one wants to be on the losing side, and it's incredibly uncomfortable. I mean, you know, have you guys ever changed your view or been like, oh, it's kind of embarrassing, right? But it's really great to be open-minded. You do run into people like that on the street. Thank you so much for the super chat, you guys. Appreciate it.
And then we also had Deaths RO26 saying, "When the argument is brought up about who can control my body, please ask if they were pro-vaccine and anyone that didn't get the COVID shot was bad."
Yeah, that's a good one. You know, when we were at Madison Square Garden, we had a guy. I don't think we actually properly portrayed it in the video, unfortunately. Just because we're trying to turn out videos so fast right now. But we did have one guy that he was I think he was maybe liberal, or I forgot exactly what he was. He was definitely independent voter, right? And he was saying, well, hey, property rights is a huge one, and my most valuable piece of property is my body, you know? So that was his argument against the mandates. Let's keep going.
Then we had Just Jen Reacts with $10. James, if you're a lot nicer than I'd be... James, you are a lot nicer than I'd be. Great to catch you live one day. I'd love to join you for one of these.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. You know, we like having good conversations. Lisa, I want to keep going.
Yeah,
Lisa, I don't want to get, we don't need to get...
No, we're going to get landed.
Just like a million people. All right, you guys. We're going to go to a quieter spot. We're going to go to a quieter spot just because there's cars everywhere, people everywhere. So we'll try to go to a slightly quieter spot here.
That doctor must have had an incredible bedside manner.
Watch out, right there. Yeah, geez. The doctor was, she was not happy with us. You want to call Lisa? We lost Lisa, you guys. We lost Lisa. Yeah. All righty, let's keep going. Let's keep going. How's chat doing, Nico?
Chat's doing great. We got Vince in the chat.
Vince Dow?
Yeah, Vince dropping $20 for a coffee fund.
Ah,
I think we're gonna
Vince,
need that.
you're the man. Hold on. Lisa's mic is still on, huh? Is she talking? Vince, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate the super chat. Thanks for supporting. Vince Dow, you guys, make sure you check out the video in Atlanta, Georgia with Vince, because that was an awesome video. We talked to a lot of people, and it's a pretty diverse group of people that we talked to in that video, so it's really fun. We have a couple debates, a couple good interviews, all of that. So appreciate it. Next one.
All right, then we had, I think, Big Wave Dave again, saying left or right, all mainstream media is biased.
For sure, and it's important to understand, what you're getting, right? Understand the bias, and that's actually one of the biggest problems. Is a lot of people don't understand, and I would argue that places like, let's say, for example, Daily Wire, Blaze, they're more open about that, right? They'll give good information, but they're more open about it. It's not a secret. You have a lot of media that is not open about it. They're lying to people, LARPing as though they're unbiased.
And then we had Karik again saying people that don't vote don't complain about Gazette.
All right, awesome. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it.
See the street? That's where it'll be.
Oh, you guys, all right. We can see the steps right over there, so that's where it's going to be. Lisa, I was trying to go to a little bit more quiet than all the cars and louder and everything.
We'll go down to Love Park.
We'll turn on the mic again.
Oh, sorry. I turn it off when I'm having Eagles conversations. This jacket seems to invoke lots of Eagles conversations.
Yeah.
No, put it on this. It doesn't stay that way. Put it on this way.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. That's the way it stays.
Two more. We got Brian M saying Lisa is great contribution today. James, you handled the diplomatic side that engages all to feel comfortable to make their case with a gentle devil's advocate approach.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, sometimes, you kind of... You want people to stay around, so that's usually what I'm fairly good at, or at least I think I am. But I appreciate
I make them run away.
And Lisa is she's a great addition to today's stream.
All right, and then we have Big Wave Dave again. I'm going to One Up Vince lunch fund. He gave us $50 for lunch. So
let's go.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
How sweet are these people?
We appreciate the super chats, you guys. Let's get a few more conversations, and then we'll do super chats
then we'll roll back.
in a bit. Okay.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. All right, let's keep going. Lisa, your mic's on.
I know my man.
Let's grab.
You're voting Trump, aren't you? I love you.
How you doing?
Good, my man. Go Birds. See? I can pick them out. You know why? Yo, dude. Was that not the craziest thing you ever saw? I was there.
Just show Lisa
and I was
engaging
like,
with the.
Did that just happen? The crowd Did you see Skinny Batman? One hand, dragging both feet. Let's go. Good Trump. Bye, guys.
Have a good one, you guys.
You know how you could tell?
Wait, did he say he said it?
Yeah. You know how you could tell he's for Trump? Like he said it, he admitted it. He's not dead behind the eyes.
You guys, Donald Trump for Kamala Harris. Donald Trump for Kamala Harris. Thank you for your time. Ma'am on the bike. Indigo.
I can pick them out.
Hey, we're working on a video. I'm sorry, ma'am.
No, you're fine.
That was my bad.
We almost crashed her.
We're asking people Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Dude, do you want to weigh in?
Yeah.
I know you're running, but you stopped. So
he's going to be Saquon tomorrow.
I'm also not a citizen. So
okay. No, you're good. You're good, bro. Enjoy your run. Thank you for your time.
Nice guy.
Yeah, he is. Whatever.
He was probably for Trump too.
I want a voter.
Yeah, I got it. Dude, the whole city's talking about Saquon's leap yesterday. I'm just saying, that's why.
Well, I saw it on X, and that's when I
live.
sent it to you. I was like, oh my gosh.
Dude,
craziest play ever.
I see it happen.
If the Eagles won, too, that's also a W, right?
W. And then Smith had a gorgeous one-handed in the end zone, dragging both feet.
Yeah.
Yesterday's game was crazy.
I know. Maybe we just stop talking politics and just start talking
Sorry.
sports.
I shouldn't do that, but...
Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
That was sister.
Why Kamala Harris?
Because I want freedom.
She's a Trump supporter. You want to talk to her about this?
Not particularly.
What? Convince her. She hasn't voted yet.
Where do you vote?
Down in South Philly.
That's how it's done, you guys.
Why are you voting for Trump?
My life was considerably better financially under his administration. Right. I'm very concerned about my kids and people crossing the border. There's been lots of child abductions and things like that. I'm also very concerned about this administration's leniency when it comes to ideology that they're putting into schools and transitioning kids. And my daughter is 10 years old, very competitive in sports. I'm concerned about those issues.
Okay.
What do you think about those issues? Is that reasonable or no?
I mean, I think those are issues that a lot of people in this country are thinking about. Economy, freedom, immigration, those are all really big issues, I think, for a lot of folks. So I get that. When it comes to the economy, I would make you think about, or I'd ask you to think about the plans that Kamala Harris has for this country versus what Donald Trump has for this country. If you look at The Economist, The Wall Street Journal, I think it's like 21 plus Nobel Prize winning economists. Nobel laureates. They're all saying that Kamala Harris's economy, or a plan for the economy, would be better for the deficit. I would love to finish.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Yeah,
Thank you.
go ahead. I'll talk to you in a minute. Go ahead.
Would it be better for building up the middle class? Would be less harmful on the deficit? And we know what Donald Trump's going to do. He did it in 2017. He's going to implement a tax cut for the very, very richest folks in the country. Personally, that's not where I stand. I don't think that that's what we need to be doing right now. When it comes to immigration, as I'm sure you're well aware, sounds like an informed voter, Donald Trump was the one that actually killed a bill that was going to support stronger border laws. That was a compromise that was made between conservatives and liberals in Congress. And Donald Trump was the one that called up House leader and said, let's not pass it.
All right, so let's go back to administration, the border stuff first. Sure. Okay. So I worked for Congress. I was there for 12 years.
Yeah.
And in 2019, the Democrats actually put the kibosh on a bill that gave amnesty to DACA, right? Like it gave that for more border walls. It gave 75 more judges. It gave a ton of more border agents and more security. And they were the ones that put the nix on it, right? Okay. So we were willing to compromise, whatever. This new amnesty, but wait, you had your turn, it's my turn now, right?
Yep.
Okay, so this new bill was fast tracking. It was putting a cap on 5,000 people a day per coming over before they shut down the border. So that's over 1 million new people a year, okay? We've already let in 11 million about there, maybe upwards, of not including gotaways. So what they've done so far is put in the equivalent of Pennsylvania, this population of Pennsylvania, into the country, and I just don't think that that's not only efficient, but it's not good for us financially. It's not safe, and then that's the one thing. I mean, the record border crossings are crazy, and so we can't talk about the Democrats doing that because it wasn't a bipartisan bill. Six Democrats opposed that bill because they knew that it would create more problems, and they were mostly congressmen that were on the border, so that they're familiar with that.
Well,
so that's that one.
Say exactly why they said no to it, but okay.
But that is why. They're Democrats.
Here's where we're at, right? You and I seemingly have very different points of view.
But did you know about that? Did you know about the 2019 bill?
Yeah, I did.
And that didn't bother you then why would you bring it up now as like a component that bothers you, saying that Trump didn't like this one that granted tons of amnesty when they got everything they wanted and more in the previous bill from 2019?
I think that's a bit of an exaggeration in terms of everything they wanted.
I mean, I can bring you up everything that was in there if you'd like. I'll Google it for you.
Here's where I stand at this moment. You and I, we're at an impasse. That's okay.
I like you. You're a nice woman.
I respect your right to vote. I'm going to go vote for Kamala Harris because I believe that I'd much rather negotiate with her on issues that I care about than with Donald Trump. I don't like his demeanor. I don't like the way he talks about people in this country. I don't like his perspective on immigration.
She just did call me garbage. I mean, Biden just called me garbage.
Again, I'm not going to get into this.
Okay,
I think you and I are at an impasse. I need to go.
Real quick, what is your main reason for voting, though? Like, what's your main issue?
4,000 reasons that I prefer Kamala Harris. I think number one at the very, very top is she is going to provide stable, competent leadership with experts around her in a way that Donald Trump, most of his previous administration has come out against him, saying that they don't believe that he is stable enough to be the president of the United States. That's where I'm going to leave us today. I hope you have a great day.
He does have more Democrats in his administration. Think about that. We've got
I feel great. I feel great about where we are. Thank you so much. You have a great day.
Everybody.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a great one, okay? Lisa, you took that one away and you crushed it. That was fun. No, when she brought up border, I was like, I want to talk about it. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
I love the border. I love talking about that.
That's right. I went right away.
It's a crazy issue. Kamala Harris, why are you supporting her?
Because I'm a queer woman.
You're a queer woman.
Yeah.
What's the benefit, or what's wrong with Donald Trump if you're a queer woman?
I'm pretty sure he doesn't actually like me, number one.
Okay,
or anyone
he doesn't like you.
me. Yeah.
He loves
Why
you.
do you
We
say he
just
doesn't
have
like
lots of
you?
Republicans.
Excuse me?
Why do you say he doesn't like you?
I mean, he hates everyone. If a man tells you who he is over and over again, believe him.
He said he hates everybody?
He doesn't support any sort of policy that's for queer people. He doesn't support women.
What policy is on the ballot, though, that they've talked about that's against
Can I ask you a
gay
question?
people?
Who are you here questioning?
I'm questioning you right now.
Other than me, are you here in support of Trump, questioning why people are voting for Kamala?
I'm talking to everybody, but I'm voting Donald Trump.
I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Great job.
They can never just engage.
Super chats. You guys, that's why, I don't know, it's tough to get them to stay around. You can tell them that you're, hey, I'm going to be voting for Donald Trump, full disclosure, and then they run away. So what do you do?
I wasn't quite going to say super chats, but Donald did pass a lot of legislation to try to encourage, not the murder of gay people around the world. I think that's correct. That's
correct.
Big policy that he has that she might like.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, I was mainly trying to figure out what was on the ballot, right?
Yeah.
Like why? Just tell me one thing. If he's so openly hating everybody, right? Which is, again, it's just it's just the same conversation almost every time. But if he's so against that, if he's so against you, you should be confident in what he's exactly against. We got super chats or no?
Yeah, we got some super chats.
Thank you guys for sending super chats. We appreciate it. We'll do a couple while we're on the
I just
walk.
want to say something to the chat. Chat, you guys have such good things in there. I just saw something that somebody posted. Like, I'm reading the chat clearly, and they were like, it's something I totally forgot. Slipped my mind. 90%. It was from Yuck Through Tube. 90% turnover rate for Harris personnel. Great thing. We're definitely going to add that. Thank you, chat. Love you guys.
Okay, first of all, this is why the viewers on this channel, on my
Rock.
channel, they're incredibly intelligent, and I'm not surprised to be hearing that stuff. I did know that, actually.
I know, but
for some reason I forgot.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't always remember things. Like, we know them, but like we don't ever.
It was actually her staffers. Is that what they said?
Yeah, 90% staff turnover. Yeah, like hello, what a brilliant thing. I should have used it, and I knew that stat. I knew that.
For sure. There's a lot.
We're going to bring that back up.
Sometimes when you're in it, you're thinking about all sorts of things, and you forget some basic argument. But Nico,
especially when they're running away.
Super chats.
Especially when they're running away, you like try to ram it in there.
We had Mr. Dave again telling Lisa to go get him. So
let's go.
Let's go, Lisa. Let's go, Lisa.
Edward DeMarco posted a image of someone looking badly bruised, saying "wrecked." As a super chat. I
Love
think
that.
you know what that's in reference to.
Just destroyed.
Thanks for the $10.
Wait, I don't know who exactly that. Yeah,
thank you,
referring
officers.
to.
Have a great day. Be safe.
Really funny.
Go Birds.
Thank you guys. Thank you
saw
guys.
that last night. That.
Big Wave Dave. He said another.
Oh yeah, that was rough.
MS
Sirianni needs to go.
Sorry, Miss DNC Shill. Sorry, that red ball.
Sorry. Dude, I'm liking the live. I think I like the live better than I like doing the regular ones.
We're having a good time, you guys.
This
We're having a
is
good time.
total
Let's get another
W's.
exciting conversation. Sir, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
You can tell.
Why Harris? Are you an American?
If I was allowed to vote, I would vote for the woman.
But why is that? Do you mind if I ask you?
If you got the choice between a madman and a decent person, it's not very.
What do you think about Harris's position of, defunding the police, calling ICE our deportation, agency, comparing them to the KKK? What do you think about those positions?
Honestly,
do you like defunding the police?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe she's your gal then, huh?
I don't know that much about the elections, but from what I know, my choice would be easy.
Is it because you hear that Donald Trump's meaner?
I've seen that guy on television for 30 years.
Yeah.
I cannot understand that anyone votes for him.
Well, what about the economy doing better under Trump than it was under Biden and Harris?
Did it? Does it?
Yeah, absolutely. People had more money in their pocket.
I cannot tell.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned you're not voting, right?
I'm not allowed to vote because I'm not an American.
Do you live
citizen.
in Philly?
I'm temporarily in DC.
Oh, cool. Well, hey, enjoy the rest of your day, sir.
Yeah,
Thanks for your time. Okay, have a great one. Have a great one.
My mom said something. She's calling me. She's like, I'm watching you guys. And she's like,
Shout out to Mama.
bring up Jacqueline Nungary, the 12-year-old.
Of course.
I forgot about that.
Hello. Okay, let's keep going. Whoa! We're gonna get copyrights on the music. Talk.
Jake just shoved me. Did everybody see that? Democrats, they're abusive to women.
You guys, Kamala Harris, Donald Trump.
Kamala.
Why Kamala? This is the wrong answer, by the way.
Why Kamala? Because it's time for a woman president.
It's time for a woman president. Okay, should we be voting for our presidential candidates because of their sex?
No, not just that, but more that she stands for.
Fair enough. What do you think? You wanted to say something, no? You agree with her because she's a woman?
Well, I'm very pro-choice, so that's an important issue for me.
Yeah. What do you guys see Donald Trump as threatening abortion?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And why is that?
Because he said he would, and he put several people in the Supreme Court who turned over Roe v. Wade.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then when it comes to his position right now, his position is openly leave it up to the states. You guys disagree with that? When it comes to leaving it up to the states, you want us to take away that right to vote in states?
So it should be a federal right.
It should be a federal right. Okay.
It's a human right.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I mean, don't people have to vote on that then? I mean, isn't that the process, right? If you want it to be federal.
Yeah, that's why I'm voting.
Okay. So you're going for we want to push for a federal abortion. At what point are you guys okay with? Anytime?
I mean, I don't believe that most women are getting abortions in, like, the third term. I think most women are getting abortions in the first term.
You're absolutely correct about that.
Right. Yeah. So I would say, like, yeah.
Limit it to first term, maybe?
No. Like, I'm okay with any time abortion.
Okay, well, that's, yeah.
There's, like, medical reasons in the third term. Like, it's threatening the life of the mother. Like, I'm pro that choice.
Okay. What if there's no threat to the life of the mother still?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for your guys' time. Have a good one, okay? Yeah.
I keep wanting to turn my mic off because I keep sniffling because my allergies are bothering me. So if you hear sniffles, guys.
It's picking it up for sure. These mics are sensitive.
Apologies.
But, yeah, we can't control the sniffles, you know what I mean?
As a special agent, he's with us too, but he can't say so. He's in uniform.
Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Kamala Harris.
Why Kamala? Okay, have a great one. Thank you. Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Yes, get over here.
Wait. Come tell us why. Oh, that was the guy
we already had
stream,
it.
huh?
Yeah.
Did you hear that argument he just made, though? The boo.
Very smart.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So full of life and intelligence.
Alrighty, let's keep going. Should we
I know
try
you're
to
with
talk
us.
to him
You don't
again,
have
or
to
is that
say a
not gonna
word. We
work
know,
out?
sir. Have a great day.
Special agent. Have a great one. Thank you for being here. Hey, you guys. Hold on, is that?
What?
You thought the same thing? I was saying,
What?
is that Fetterman that just walked by?
Oh, why did we think this was...
Wait, sir.
Someday
Where did we leave off?
you are just going to go, why did I support this guy?
Honestly, you got to
We're fighting against authoritarianism. Are you against jailing political opposition?
Am I against jailing political...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Trump would jail his political opposition if he was elected?
Maybe.
Yeah, kind of like what the Democrats are trying to do with him right now.
Ooh, yeah, he's got a lot of reasons. I mean, have you ever tried to do business with a
would
guy
you
that never
vote?
pays anybody?
Oh, he's never paid anybody?
Like he does all these businesses and he just walks away.
He's had over 200 businesses. Some fail, so if that's what you're describing there, okay, fine. But as for political lawfare, what do you think about that?
I gotta go.
Thanks for your time.
You do have a nice manicure, though. It's better than mine.
Lisa. Yeah, I love this because Lisa's all Philly, so she just will say anything. It's great.
Periwinkle.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Periwinkle, perfectly manicured nails. I got nothing, guys.
I didn't even see
I'm
that.
doing them on the plane.
Are we surprised by this, though? Are we surprised?
We're
Are we
outside
really
her rally.
surprised by that?
We're outside her rally. Don't get disheartened, guys. You saw the trash garbage man. He knew what was up. He's a real working class man, and he supports the right guy.
Yeah, I mean, I do want to say something. We are in the most liberal city in Pennsylvania, first of all, and we're right around a Kamala Harris rally, so this is what you can expect, right?
Yeah,
it's going to be Kamala all over the place. If you're seeing this and dooming, don't do it at all. It's like going it's like going outside a Trump rally and being like, look how much Trump is here, It's like, okay, sure. But, yeah, so we have a lot of people here for the rally. It's in a few hours, and that's why there's a lot of Kamala Harris. Philly still, a lot of Kamala Harris. But what we've seen over the last handful of weeks is, just talking to people on the street, is it certainly seems way more common to be openly supportive of Donald Trump in Philly. I mean, Nico and I were in an Uber the other day. Even the Uber drivers just, oh yeah, Trump all day. So it's interesting, This is an area that they're supposed to get 80% of the vote. I think Donald Trump's chipping away at that. You said 85?
85% for Biden.
In 2020?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so, that's what they're counting on. I genuinely believe that a lot of that vote's been chipped away.
Firewall early
Yeah.
super chats real quick.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm gonna try to run.
Hey, Lisa.
Guys, we got a lot.
We're going to do a couple super chats, and then we're going to get a conversation going.
We have someone saying, I voted for Trump early, but I'm deeply concerned he will be a puppet for Israel IPAC. I'm a Ron Paul as fuck AF Republican, sorry. No to foreign entanglements, yes to diplomacy. What's your concern, James?
I mean, how do you think he did his first term? Were you satisfied with, what he achieved his first term?
The Israel puppet part. I, too, agree that there is a huge problem with any foreign country in, having so much say and financial, whatever, in our elections. But I will say that what the Democrats do is they try to play both sides of the fence, right? They try to, walk the line, and what does that cause? That causes us to be, right now we're sending troops and rockets and things to Israel. We are, almost at war with Iran, with Hezbollah, right? This is a problem. They're all so scared. They think he's so unhinged, which is fine by me, that that he will, just hit the nuke button at any point in time, that we're safer. We are 100% safer. That's how I feel. And so if you're concerned with him being a puppet for Israel or whatever, it's not really how it went around last time.
Honestly, if he was a puppet, you wouldn't be seeing all the all the lawfare against him. You wouldn't be seeing the assassination attempts. You wouldn't be seeing all these issues about Donald Trump.
And by the way, that's the thing. It's secular Jewish people that are the way far left-wing people that are doing things we don't like. It's not the right-wing conservative Jewish people. They're with us. So you have to really separate those two things, and really pay attention about how things were under his administration compared to how they are now.
We have people talking. Just Jen's reacts with $20 saying Donald Trump hosted a gay wedding at Mar-a-Lago.
He did. I remember that.
Yeah. It's funny.
I wasn't talking in that. The Log Cabin Republicans just did an event last night with Taylor. Rick Grinnell was his administration. Right. He was the one that actually was the first president to come into office saying that he supported same-sex marriages and things like that. He was the first one. So, when they say that, it's just because they're indoctrinated by fear-mongering.
They never have policy, and they never have any of that stuff to really bring up. Usually it's just fear-mongering and random talking points that they've heard. You can sit there and kind of, debunk those, but they're not really going to believe it. But it's still worth having the conversation. Thanks, Jen, for the super chat. That's Jen Reacts, you said? Oh, cool. We got him in stream. Awesome. Jen, what's up, man?
And then we had Dave again with $50 saying, silly sheeple. Dude.
It's pretty amazing to watch it live because people see my edited videos, and look, we it's not like we don't take things out of context or any of that. You see, what you're seeing here is what you get in the videos, but you don't see all the stuff in between, the little things here and there that you really see on a live stream. So it's pretty funny.
Yeah, you know what? I heard somebody say, I remember it was Tim. Actually, I work for Tim. Everybody knows that. But he said one time, you can't trust these videos because, they selectively edit and they only get one side.
Some people
do,
sure. I have no doubt
but we don't, right? James doesn't do that. And you can see that. You can see that exactly from where we are.
Yeah, so we're pretty strict on that. That's why the videos kept getting longer and longer because we want to include more and more stuff.
No, so bad. Okay, what's the next super chat?
We had Dave again saying, pro-choice, who is giving that woman a baby?
What happened? Wait, what did he say? I missed it. Repeat that, please.
It says pro-choice, who is giving that woman a baby?
Which woman?
I don't know.
The young ladies we talked to.
Oh, jeez. All right. Wait, no, that's somebody's joking. No bullying. We do not support bullying on the stream.
Yes, we
do. No, we don't.
No, we don't, Lisa.
Fine.
Oliver Morgan said it's easier to fool people than it is to convince them they've been fooled.
That's true. Fair.
For sure. Well, again, it's embarrassing. It's an embarrassing realization of saying, "Oh my God, I was wrong about that." You know what I mean?
My favorite saying like that is George Carlin, where he's like, "Think about the average person you know and how stupid they are, and then by definition, half of them are stupider than that." Right. So just remember that when we're out here.
Donald Trump, Kamala. Why are we supporting Kamala? Let's grab somebody, huh? Is there a police dog over there barking that we should go pet?
We got a lot of powers.
Yeah. Wait. Oh. Okay.
Okay. So we had. I can't read their name because it's cursive. But with $20, can you ask what people think about Kamala giving Ukraine $82 million this week after Hurricane Helena?
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Pretty good.
Yeah. We can have an America First conversation.
Set and key in the chat. Don't know what that refers to, but thank you so much. DJ Deckard Payne, it's a Trump versus the Matrix. These people are NPCs.
It's funny because Kamala Harris, she's not up against she's up against a political candidate, the American people. Donald Trump, he's against the entire system.
Yeah. Eldho George says, I feel abortion is a big issue that would decide the election. In my opinion, Kamala will win. Unfortunately, too many misinformed people.
Don't let Philly blackpill you when it comes to that. Yes, we're seeing a lot of that. We're literally outside of a rally that's going to be happening a little bit later today. There are a lot of people that are waking up, and there's a lot of people that also aren't motivated to vote for Kamala Harris. But yes, the propaganda is working, you guys.
Okay, and we do have Key from Set and Key Media with $20 saying, love what y'all doing. Inspiring. Shouts out Big Wave Dave 82. Absolutely. Thank you, Big Wave Dave. And
thank you, bro. Thank you, Big Wave Dave. We appreciate it.
And then we're
just trying to get through a couple.
Pinkerton7, $12 saying support from Ireland. I think we had you yesterday, so thank you for showing up again. Please vote for T-Dog, even if it looks like she's going to win. Don't sit by, even if voting lines are long. Stay and vote. Cancel out the Dems' shady tactics. Trump 2024 LFG.
All right, let's go. Very cool. You got one more?
Probably do. Give me 1 second, guys.
We just have a lot, so he was trying to get through them. We're okay. I know. Well, the mic can hear you, but okay. 2.
I have to check a bag by 2:15. So I can take it in one. So I'll just leave in like the next 10, 15 minutes.
No, that's fine. We'll do 15 more minutes.
Okay, yeah.
All right, you guys. Sorry, we're trying to figure things out right now because we are traveling today. All of my streams are like last minute rushed.
We're gonna stream tomorrow though.
Yeah, we are streaming tomorrow, you guys. We have a stream tomorrow as well.
Simple saying hi, Lisa from Followed by Fed.
Hi, I love
Hello. Yes, she can. Why are you supporting Kamala Harris?
Right, make it really quick. The $50,000 tax credit to open up my small nurse practitioner clinic.
Okay. Thank you.
And everything else. But that's number one right now.
Right on, ma'am. Okay.
Free stuff. More
we got free
stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Donald Trump for Kamala Harris.
Kamala.
Why Kamala?
I believe it's women's rights.
Okay. Is that on the ballot? I believe in women's rights because they're going to take it away if Trump wins. You know, I remember a conversation, or I saw somebody posting on Facebook back in like 2016, and they were like, you know, they're going to make me wear a gold star if Donald Trump wins. It's just the same thing every single time. My man, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Thank you for your time.
We had M. Coleman saying, I completely respect the Harris voter who's willing to engage.
Totally.
Trump for the win, baby.
Totally. I mean, absolutely. If they're willing to have like an honest conversation, I think that's really, really great. Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Huh?
Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Kamala Harris.
Why?
Why not?
Okay, good argument. Why not? We hear that a lot from people. Yeah, well, why not? Okay, fair enough.
Jeffrey Berry, he said, got my shirt in today, James. I voted in my anti-socialism club shirt. Everyone go buy some swag.
Okay, so merch is no longer for sale right now. It's just for sale for a week. I appreciate you buying, man. That means a lot. That's awesome. Next time we'll do a merch drop. I'll film a bunch of content wearing it. We'll get people to react to it just so it's a little bit more, it's just a better marketing strategy than what we had. You guys, hold on. Lisa, you want to grab someone? Okay.
100%. I will.
Let's, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Kamala Harris.
Why Kamala? Do you mind if I ask you?
I'm sorry, I'm on the phone.
No worries at all. Have a great one. She's on the phone. Sometimes you try to get people to do an interview even when they're on the phone or listening to music. They'll stop. They'll stop here and there.
We got a 10-minute walk back to the park anyway while we're walking, so.
That's absolutely true. We don't know where that is. Sir, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris? I think the audience can see that I'm parched. I'm like licking my lips.
Can you ask people that look alive?
Say it again?
I said, can you ask people that look alive?
I don't know.
He did not look alive. He looked like he was barely functioning.
Oh, okay. You guys, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Kamala Harris.
Kamala. Okay. Are you guys, do you guys live in Philly?
No.
Okay. Thank you. Visitors. A lot of visitors.
Yeah, because they're not from here voting for her. They're coming from out of state for a concert.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually incredibly... Okay. They're visiting too. Interesting. That's really interesting.
People from out of country speaking foreign languages.
A lot of people from out of the country visiting for this event, the concert.
Right. Well, you got to remember,
which is hilarious. I mean, this is what it's such a different group of people that show up to each of these concerts.
Oh,
I mean, rallies, I mean.
most of the media, right, that is in Europe in general is definitely left-wing, period,
For sure.
right?
Yeah.
And so you get all these people now, they're thinking they're seeing American history being made, and they get to see a concert, and they're flying in from out of town just to be a part of history. It's not like an authentic feel of what her base is like, or what the city is like, or anything like that.
Yeah, we keep running into that. It's interesting being here and seeing it in person.
And
you know, it's honestly a little bit. I don't want to use the word shocked, but it's unusual for sure.
Not for nothing, but like if you look around, it's mostly like almost geriatric people because they believe everything like they get in their spam emails, just like they believe everything on the news.
Well, I think a lot of them too think they're they think they're the JFK party as well. You know, they that's why they have no argument for any of the radical positions, the defund the police, the child, you know, the sex changes for children, all of those things. It's really they think it's a JFK party.
Right.
We got to watch our step on these. I keep tripping almost a little bit.
Here you go, guys.
Yeah, a lot of. See?
Hi guys, where are you guys from?
Brazil.
Brazil. Okay. Go Eagles! Yeah.
See what is going on?
See?
Brazil. You guys. Okay, so we've had about maybe 5 minutes where we've been walking, where we haven't found people that live here.
Even the first people that we talked to. Remember, she had an accent. He was from Canada. She was from Washington, but not America.
Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, ma'am? Oh, she's news. Sorry. Have a good one. Your royalty.
See? Hey, look, Matt. Hey guys, where are you from? No? Okay.
All right, let's keep going.
That's a staffer.
Donald Trump, Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris?
He's a staffer. He has a staff shirt on.
Oh, was it a staffer?
Yeah. They're my man.
We got to get
Hi
the
guys,
staffers.
love you.
Gentlemen.
We had a super chat, but you don't mind me reading it real quick?
Go for it, man.
He super chatted again to let me know I missed it, so sorry about that, man. Brett Oliver with 13 Canadian leaves.
Let's go.
Lots of love and support from Canada. Trump baby. Hopefully we'll vote blackface Trudeau out next year and we can take back North America. Please, Canadians aren't as dumb and soft as they're made out to be.
I gotta say, I mean, I'm so impressed with the base Canadians. We run into them in the States. You guys have seen. The Canadians are always in the comment section whenever we run into them. When we're doing street videos, and it's pretty frequent that we run into them. It's really great. I would say that America could use you guys, but okay, stay in your Canada for
Thank you, sir.
a little bit longer. Then come to the United States, though. We need you. All right, let's go. Who do we want? All right, law enforcement everywhere, prepping for the rally, all over. Everything's fenced off. You guys, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris? Okay. I thought that maybe they were going to be the same visitors that we were seeing, but they definitely spoke English. You guys, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris? You want to weigh in? Trump. See Trump in the wild, Philly.
What's astounding to me is that no one's willing to acknowledge the bump under the Trump presidency with the economy, and then they're like, "Oh, that was Obama." But
It was
it's
Obama.
like the last 16
and then they're admitting
years,
that it's good. They're admitting that it's good by saying that.
But it's like the last 16 years, 12 of them have been under Democrat rule. So it's like, so the bump only occurred under Trump coincidentally, or like what's going on there?
Right.
Like,
What's
no
going
one
on?
can explain it.
Right. Oh man, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris? You want to weigh in? We're working on a video.
No, thanks. I'm all set. Kamala Harris, though.
Enjoy your time, okay? All right, we'll find somebody that wants to talk, you guys. We'll find somebody that wants to talk. Let's go. Thank you, guys.
You're right.
I know I'm right. Thank you.
We passed you. Coming back the other way when I
We
was
get them on
stopped you.
stream.
Okay, you can hit on stream.
It was good. It was interesting. Thank you, sir.
That was perfect.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate you. Thank you, guys. I wanted to. We're filming him. I'm like, nope. Get him. Save this man.
Save that man.
You guys, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Who we voting for? Who did we vote for? Can we red pill any more Philly locals? Let's find out. Ladies, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Kamala Harris.
What, do you mind if I ask you why?
Because she is for freedom.
Okay. Do you mind if I ask you about that really quick? Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. They're volunteering, so they have to check in. That's fine. Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, you guys?
Kamala Harris.
Kamala. Do you mind if I ask why? Are you guys live around here or no?
No.
You guys Americans or?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where are we from?
Our family's from Dominican Republic.
Right on. And then you're here for the rally.
Yes, sir.
Why are you guys voting for Kamala?
Every reason, my rights, the economy, everything.
Yeah. And then full disclosure, I'm more actually leaning towards Donald Trump on this one, but we're talking to people out here, having a good conversation. You said your rights. What about you, man?
Yeah. Well, I support her and her rights.
Yeah.
And on top of the fact that we want to help American people, I feel like on the people on the Trump side, they care about themselves more, like my money, the gas prices, this and that. Where I'm more like, what about the kids? What about everybody else? You know. One of my biggest things is
Wait, when it comes to Donald Trump, I mean, Americans had more money in their pockets under his administration. Was that something looking out for the American people? Middle class got tax cuts. What about that?
No, he got tax cuts for the wealthy.
What's an example of that?
So an example, like even now, Kamala wants to higher taxes on people making over $400,000 a year, I believe.
If you don't mind me clarifying something, under the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, the middle class got tax cuts, upper class didn't. So how do you explain? How would you guys justify that, do you think?
Well, you're saying because of the higher class didn't get no tax cuts?
You can look up the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Yeah, absolutely.
But you see, the thing is, a lot of people that do have a lot of money and
Were you aware of that really quick? Were you aware of that or no?
I need to check that, but I'm pretty sure that that's not the case.
It's not. I encourage you to look it up right now. Yeah, absolutely.
So at the end of the day, a lot of people with a lot of money, or just say in the upper class, they don't mind contributing to the general public, So it's like we need to help from the bottom up. So like one of the things that I enjoy the most of one of her policies is that she wants to build 3 million homes for first-time home buyers. I'm not a first-time home buyer. I already own my home, but I'm doing this. I want this for everybody else. Due to the fact that you supply and demand, it creates inflation. So if you have more supply of housing, then more people will be able to buy. This way, corporations will have to then sell off all their homes that they're holding on to. Somewhere else. So that.
Sorry, sir. It's our sidewalk too.
So that this way, the American people are in our 20s and 30s have the ability to be able to own a home.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's what's important to me.
Yeah.
It's like,
do you think Kamala Harris would deliver that? We're looking at an administration that, let's say even the EV charging stations, $7.5 billion they spent promising 500,000 electric vehicle charging stations.
Mm-hmm.
They built 7. Do you think that, they're going to be able to build that many homes with the track record that they've had?
Yeah, it's going to be difficult because...
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, sorry, I was going to say, I'd rather somebody give me that promise than the opposite. It doesn't seem like he really has a plan for us when it comes to housing. And another thing I wanted to mention, that healthcare is really important to me, and access for healthcare. As somebody who has a pre-existing condition and has needed a lot of healthcare.
What's the argument there? Do you think Trump's going to take that away?
So they have been talking about taking, Obamacare off. And again, he did say he doesn't really have a plan, but the Republicans have been talking about getting rid of Obamacare.
Obamacare's been kind of a mess for a little while, but he hasn't pledged to get rid of that, if you are relying on it.
He didn't really have a plan, but it is a big deal to me as somebody with a pre-existing condition that if they make the insurance harder to get, with somebody that has a condition like me, then why would I vote for that? And also the cap on how much you spend on medication. She wants to put a cap on I think it was $2,000 on how much comes out of pocket for medication. So things like that are really important to me. And
doesn't that cap just get passed on to other people? Like right now, for example, I'm 30, I'm paying like $450 for healthcare right now, and I can't afford it.
Well,
I don't know how I guess I can because I'm getting by, but I don't know how anybody could be paying for that.
Well, I believe in Medicare for all, and I think we all should be contributing to the well-being of the entire country.
Do you think we should get the $35 trillion deficit under control before or after Medicare for all?
I think Medicare for all comes first. I think people's health is more important. Yeah.
I believe so too.
Yeah, you believe so too.
Yeah.
You guys just see her better for the American people, right? Is that correct?
Well, you
I mean, what would you say to people that are saying, okay, Americans had more money in their pocket, real wages are down still compared to Trump's administration? What would you say to people that are saying, hey, 4 more years of this is great, right? Open border, you groceries out of control, rent, energy. What was that?
I said there is no open border, and
the 11 million people just showed up out of nowhere.
Let me tell you something. We lived in Texas for 4 years, and to tell you the truth,
you're laughing at me. It's not true.
No, because
you are just coming in all like willy-nilly.
Do you mind if I clarify really quick? By every available metric, it's the worst border crisis in American history.
I don't believe that, and I think immigrants and illegal immigrants even contribute more.
That's actually according to this administration's own statistics.
How much taxes those illegal immigrants pay?
So it's fine now.
How much taxes do the illegal immigrants or migrants pay into the country a year?
Yeah, it's a great question. So accounting for taxes, they cost U.S. taxpayers per year $150 billion. They pay a little bit over $30 billion.
$96 billion was reported in 2022.
No. So even if we were to use your number, they're still costing taxpayers with that number over $50 billion per year.
It'll cost us more if they leave.
Here's the thing. I believe
it would cost us more if they leave.
It would cost us more if we try to do a mass deportation.
So for 1 year of what they cost taxpayers, you can deport every single illegal in a private jet if you wanted to.
That's not true.
Absolutely, it is. I did the math actually. Funny enough.
Here's the thing: I'm the type of person that I believe in helping others. Yeah. So if you see that people are escaping a rough situation, right? Granted, we should have some type of control. We should some type of vetting,
like legal immigration.
Legal immigration. However,
we have that.
But make it easier.
But they gotta make it easier. It's like
we grant like 1 million green cards per year.
But so my thing is like.
Well, we have.
Here's a problem.
It's not as easy.
I see your argument that you're making here. It's the compassionate position, right? Is that what you're making?
Look at. Here's the thing. Trump is a type of person. I'm all about character. Trump is the type of person that he wants to divide. Like, it's always a blame on someone. So it's like, if immigration is a problem, let's admit that it is a problem, but don't say, oh, Haitians, oh, the Venezuelans. And like, why do you speak this way? If you gotta say it as a collective and stop pointing fingers, like the Mexicans, the Venezuelans. It sounds bad.
Does it sound bad, or is it just the reality of the situation?
It doesn't matter if it's the reality of the situation.
I think it does. I think being honest to people is the way to go, instead of trying to soften your language and normalize something that's the worst crisis in American history. You understand what I'm saying?
I think that's an exaggeration.
No.
Our per capita illegal immigrants are not committing more crime than regular U.S.
That's not even true. They're overrepresented in federal drug crimes. They make up like one of the most violent gangs in the United States. 18th Street Gang, about 50,000 members strong. They make up over 80% of that violent gang. But also, it's a funny argument that you bring up there, because these are crimes that aren't even supposed to be committed in the United States in the first place. And you're saying, oh, look at the American people over here. I'm talking about stuff that's not even supposed to be happening. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but it's kind of
people being raped, murdered.
To say that they are committing this at this extreme rate when they're not.
I'm not saying the most extreme rate. I'm saying that they're disproportionately represented in jails and prisons across the United States, and these are crimes that aren't supposed to be in the country in the first place. But we're just letting people in, terrorists, gang members, whatever it may be. And yeah, of course, there's good people coming in, but we need to know who's coming in, don't we?
But I just wanted to say, sorry, I would like to continue this conversation. I appreciate the conversation. We do have to go.
I appreciate you. What was your name?
Lulu.
Lulu. James.
Edward.
I do think this should be a conversation. I think it's important.
It's a really important
for us to talk. Yeah. But I will say that one of my biggest issues, of course, all the other issues I align with more.
Yeah.
The Democrat, I'm not saying they're perfect or I agree with every little thing.
I understand.
My biggest issue is women's reproductive rights, and I'm not going to go backwards. So that's definitely...
That's not on the ballot right now. Trump wants to leave it up to the states. Are you okay with that or no?
No. If you leave it up to the states, it's going to continue.
So don't let the American people vote on it?
No, it's not about those.
So far, majority of the American people agree with some type of...
Then they should vote on it, shouldn't
But I
they?
do think
Instead of
that
taking away that right, don't you think?
With the Supreme Court right now, there's no protection and there's no guarantee.
It's on a federal level. Their job is to interpret the Constitution. State level, you can,
Yeah, but I'd rather...
as long as it's not...
The reality is, under an extreme conservative Supreme Court, which he might be able to elect more, I see is going backwards, and I don't like the way he speaks on women, and even the fact that he's a convicted felon and convicted rapist. Like,
He's not a convicted rapist.
Okay.
And he's any convicted Class E felony. It's a paperwork violation. It's lawfare.
It still says a lot about who you want.
Shouldn't you be voting against lawfare, using the law against your political opposition? Isn't that fascism?
I say it says a lot. I mean, he's the one that, wants to put it that you can't... what was it? That you can't hold police officers accountable, that you can't hold the president accountable. I'd rather somebody that's more normal and not
hold police officers accountable?
Extremisms.
Yeah, I think what he actually has is pretty moderate positions. What you're citing right there is Project 2025. That's not his policy platform. His policy platform's on his website. But his positions are very, very moderate. What's not moderate is soft on crime, allowing violent criminals to roam around the city committing more crime. It gets people killed, murdered.
Well,
it's blood.
Women are dying with the abortion laws in Texas.
Women are dying with the abortion laws in Texas?
Yeah. Women and more infants are dying because of these laws. And I think that's important.
I have a question. Before we go.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a question. So, say for an example, you have a girlfriend?
No.
Okay. If you were to have a girlfriend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And she were to be 6-7 months pregnant. You did a baby shower. You got a kid's name. You got a crib, a room, everything. You guys are excited.
Okay.
Well, her water breaks.
Yeah.
And she's in a position where she can get what's that medical infection, the sepsis or sepsis?
Septic.
Or
septic shock, you're saying?
Yeah. And they're in,
is that what
she's in a position.
Sepsis? He's saying sepsis.
I think I said it right then. And she's in a position where it's like, it's either the baby that's 7 months in her belly that's dying or your girlfriend. And you have to make a choice. Because they're not going to perform abortion in the state, because you said statewide, right? So
you're in the right of the mother. I'm sorry, life of the mother is at risk, and you're saying pick and choose. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that policy doesn't exist in the United States.
Well, yeah, it is.
No, it doesn't.
So yeah, it is.
If you could name a state, I would love to hear.
Think about it. Even what just happened, I think it was in Georgia or Texas,
things are happening.
where they said no to the girl because they said the baby is not dead yet, so we cannot perform an abortion.
Yeah, you guys aren't talking about Thurman, are you?
I'm not sure.
Amber Thurman?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
There's been multiple cases in Texas.
Well, anyways, always protect the life of the mother. We do have to get out of here because I think Lisa already left.
You said $450 a month was hard for you to afford for healthcare?
Yeah, I should be spending like $70.
Over 10 grand Rolex on. That's
good eye.
Funny.
Nice.
Oh, well, I can't care about the other American people as well, right? I run a business. I still $450 is insane.
That's not how that works.
I love that. Yeah, that's unfortunately that's not how it works. Thank you guys.
Okay, let's run through some super chats
while we walk because we got to go, Nico. All right, you guys, we're going to end the stream with some super chats. We appreciate everyone being here. Hopefully everyone had a good time with that conversation. I wanted to get out a couple more points, but I just wanted to let them, get their points out. Nico, take it away. Super chats, thank you, everybody. He's going to mic up as well.
I'm going to mic up. Give me a second, guys.
Lisa's out of here?
Yeah, I think she went and grabbed the keys.
Hey, shout out to Lisa for being on the stream. That was a lot of fun. You guys, we are going to wrap up with some super chats. If you want to get a super chat in, get it in right now.
I would be careful. We have a lot to get through.
Oh, jeez. That's okay.
I don't know if we're going to be able to read them all by the time we get there, but thank you guys for your super chats. Your generosity is appreciated.
That's right. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Let's see. Let me find where we're at here.
All right. Well, you guys, I think that was a lot of fun. We are going to be catching a flight here in a bit, so I just appreciate everybody watching. Super chats time. Super chats. Shout out to Nico for keeping track of all the super chats, by the way.
I'm trying my best, guys. If I missed one, I'm so sorry.
This guy's multitasking behind the camera like you wouldn't believe, so we appreciate Nico. Shout out to Nico. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think we got a super chat shouting me out, so
let's
for
go,
that one,
Nico.
guy, we'll get that one out of the way. Thank you so much.
Let's go, Nico.
I'm trying my best for you guys.
I think those conversations are, they're certainly productive. I appreciate those people sitting there and actually having a conversation. You guys can see how if they don't like a certain argument, it's shifted over to another. What I would recommend if you are having that conversation is, okay, hold them to it, keep going on that argument. But for the purpose of the conversation, I wanted to kind of see where they would take it. And they took it to abortion.
All right, so we have yes, you're correct, but with, what's a SEK? Was that Slovenian? SEK? What's that currency? I'm sorry, I don't know your currency.
Keep going, Nico.
27 of them, though. Thank you for the 27
Thank you,
sets.
appreciate it.
Do you know Kamala's ancestors were slave traders?
Yes, I do.
We have talked about that a bit.
Yes.
And her mother is a Brahmin caste, for those who don't know.
Next one.
Do what you will with that. We have Brian M. saying, Nico is great. Thank you for the excellent handling. That's the comment I saw. Thank you so much.
Let's go, Nico.
I'm trying
Great job,
best.
man. Great job. And thank you guys for... it's so funny. People don't see how much hard work it actually is. Going out, we're going back, editing videos, coming back, or making sure all the content's getting out. So Nico's just been an absolute sport. So shout out to you, dude.
And we have Joey B. saying, is Lisa single, asking for a friend?
No, she is not. She's like my sister, but no, she is not, sadly.
And then they said, I'd speak also to the authenticity of Trump and JD and the heavy hitters on his campaign, RFK Jr., Tulsi, Vivek, great people. It's really like the disingenuous people are all on one side.
Yeah, for sure. You have like warmongers, and then on the other side you have everybody unifying under incredibly reasonable policy. It's so reasonable that it almost pains me how reasonable it is, right? Nothing is inherently, like authoritarian or extremely right-wing, but that's how they have to paint it, which is just comical, right? You have to paint the guy that wants to just close down illegal immigration as Hitler. That's how far we've gotten.
All right, then we are, yes, you are correct, but again, with his funny non-American currency. I'm sorry, I'm not worldly enough for you. 6 presidents, Trump, JD, Vivek, RFK, Tulsi, Elon. I'm guessing that's the order that we're going to get them. Okay. I hope. That would be a beautiful order.
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat.
Big Wave Dave saying, I was going to pay for your dinner. Can't figure out how to extend the limit that is set. So maybe we have a $50 limit? I didn't...
You guys, we're new to this.
We're new to this, guys.
We're new to this. Thank you so much, though. It really means a lot. I'll pay for Nico and Lisa's dinner tonight. How about that? I'll make that promise to you. Watch it. Stream ends.
Stream ends.
Get out of here, Nico.
Get out of here. We got Just Jen reacts. Kamala depends on misinformation voters.
Totally. 100%. It's shocking, And I don't think I've ever heard more misinformation, disinformation in my life filming videos. I've been doing this for 6 years. It's never been this bad.
And then we got Brian M. saying, never trust an up-talker. I think he was talking about our conversation at the end there.
Yeah.
Salty Vader said, ask Democrats what they think about the over 300,000 missing children from the border.
Right.
Trump 2024, I live in Hanover, PA. Let's go Birds.
Right. Yeah, I was going to take the conversation that direction with that guy, but we're wrapping up. So thank you for the super chat. We'll do that tomorrow, though, for sure.
And then we got Patriot Dave, the true patriot, back again. Trump has stated there are exceptions. Absolutely.
Of course. Like I said, you guys, it's the most just moderate, reasonable positions, and they're trying to paint it as the worst thing in the world. That's how they're out of their minds, and they live in a bubble, and that bubble is telling them that it's the authoritarian.
Yeah.
Honestly,
as we have
it's as
seen
simple
a lot,
as that.
Trump doesn't really talk. He doesn't really want to talk about immigration and abortion and all these policies. He kind of wants to talk about real policies that are affecting Americans, and we don't got to play their game.
Abortion's really important, but yes, we don't need to necessarily play their game. If his position is it's to the states, there you go, man. Take it.
And that's all for the super chats.
That's all we got. You guys, thank you so much for being in the stream. That was a lot of fun. We got to go catch a flight right now, so I appreciate everyone hopping in the stream, watching. Make sure to share the stream. Make sure to like it before you go. And other than that, follow Lisa on X. Hit that link down in the description below. I think that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. We'll catch you in the next one.
Yeah, thank you guys.